OMG-OCEB2-FUND100 exam practice questions with explanations are available in the video for you to study. In the context of business process governance and regulatory compliance, how is safe harbor best defined? A U.S. legal framework that outlines standards for data protection compliance. B. A method for accelerating compliance verification. C. A recommended IT best practice. D. A type of control used solely within internal auditing processes. The answer is A. Safe harbor refers to a legal framework, particularly between the US and the EU, that allowed companies to transfer personal data from the EU to the US under agreed-upon data protection standards. It represents a U.S. federal law mechanism designed to help organizations comply with data protection requirements when transferring data across borders, making option the correct choice. In business process analysis, BPA, which of the following is a common use case? A. Launching a new business venture. B. Identifying inefficiencies or bottlenecks in a process. C. Creating a company-wide organizational chart. D. Conducting external market trend analysis. The answer is B. BPA is primarily used to examine business processes to improve efficiency, often by identifying bottlenecks, redundancies, or other performance issues. This supports continuous improvement efforts, making option B the most appropriate answer. A home security provider forms a partnership with a delivery company. As part of the arrangement, delivery drivers report on the security status of homes during deliveries. In business motivation modeling, BPM, what does this partnership represent? A. A goal. B. A tactic. C. A strategy. D. A business rule. The answer is C. In BPM, a strategy describes the high-level plan for how an organization intends to achieve its goals. Forming a partnership to enhance home security via delivery drivers is a strategic move aligned with broader objectives like improving customer trust or safety, making option C, strategy, the correct answer. In the context of business process management, how is quality best defined? A. Error-free execution of internal processes. B. The degree to which a process fulfills customer requirements. C. Optimization and consistency in process execution. D. Alignment of processes with high-level business goals. The answer is B. Quality in business process terms typically refers to how well a process meets the needs and expectations of the customer. It is not solely about being error-free or optimized. It focuses on customer satisfaction, making option B the correct choice. Which of the following aspects is most closely associated with the discipline of systems thinking in business process management? A. Managing the life cycle of product development and operations. B. Understanding the interrelationships within complex systems. C. Structuring clear communication and stakeholder presentations. D. Running simulations to find the optimal process flow. The answer is B. Systems thinking is about seeing the whole system, identifying patterns and interrelationships, and understanding how elements within a system influence one another. This makes option B, abstraction and complexity, the best fit. In business process management, if the human resources department fails to provide appropriate staffing, what is a likely direct consequence? A. Employees may misinterpret the organization's vision and mission. B. Increased process disruptions, staff turnover, and absenteeism. C. Failure to achieve long-term strategic objectives. D. Gradual decline in customer satisfaction metrics. The answer is B. Inappropriate staffing often leads to breakdowns in processes, increased employee turnover, and absenteeism, which directly disrupt operational flow. While the other options are also negative effects, option B is the most immediate and operational level impact, making it the correct answer. When defining the aims of an organization in business motivation modeling, BPM, which three elements are typically used to express them? A. End, means, and assessment. B. Plan, execute, and control. C. Mission, vision, and goals. D. Vision, goals, and objectives. The answer is A. In the business motivation model, BPM, an organization's aims are structured using three core elements. Ends. What the organization wants to achieve, e.g., goals, objectives. Means. How the organization plans to achieve them, e.g., strategies, tactics. Assessment. Measures to evaluate progress, e.g., SWOT analysis, performance indicators. Therefore, option A, end, means, and assessment, is the correct answer. Which of the following statements accurately reflects the relationship between BPMN and BPEL4WS or the nature of these technologies? A. BPMN defines the full specification of BPEL4WS. B. BPEL4WS is an executable language designed for process automation. C. BPMN is intended strictly for use by non-technical business users. D. BPMN 1.1 is an acronym for Business Process Model and Notation. The answer is B. BPEL4WS, Business Process Execution Language for Web Services, is a machine executable process language used for automating processes through web services. It is not defined by BPMN but can be mapped from BPMN models for execution. Option A is incorrect because BPMN doesn't include BPEL4WS's specification. Option C is too narrow. BPMN is designed for both business users and technical developers. Option D is incorrect. BPMN is short for Business Process Model and Notation, not BPMN 1.1 specifically. The APQC Process Classification Framework, PCF, groups its 12 process categories into two main high-level groups. What are these two groups? A. Strategic processes and operational processes. B. Operating processes and management and support processes. C. Internal business processes and customer processes. D. Human capital processes and information technology processes. The answer is B. The APQC Process Classification Framework, PCF, organizes processes into two primary groups: operating processes, core value chain processes such as developing products, delivering services, and managing customer relationships. Management and support processes, processes that support the business, like HR, IT, finance, and strategic management. A project manager working on the pizza outlet remodeling Chikoutimi project is finalizing a detailed breakdown of all tasks required for successful completion. Which project management knowledge area does this activity fall under? A. Integration management, B. Scope management, C. Communication management, D. Risk management. The answer is B. Breaking down all the work required to complete a project is part of defining and managing the project scope. This is typically done using tools like a work breakdown structure, WBS, which is a key component of scope management. Therefore, option B, scope management, is the correct answer.